I didn't care.
Tell my nigga, you know what? Because the craziest thing, right? They'd be like, you either an alpha male or you a beta male. And it's just like, fam, does it fucking matter? It doesn't matter. She gonna like you whether either or.
Whatever
you know what I'm saying? That's like me telling my girl, right? Like, if she's not traditional, she can't touch my residuals. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Everyone's just trying to create these, or not even create. They're trying to live by these labels that it just is fabricated. Like, sure, in the animal kingdom, they do operate like that. But as humans, we got so many layers of communication and personality types and ambitions and other sort of things in our mentality that you're not just one thing or the other. Like, it doesn't work like that. And these guys is just out here preaching that shit. And fucking a lot of kids' heads up, man. Fucking a lot of kids' heads up.
I don't know, man. I know I'm a high value man. I tell you that right now.
Get the fuck out of here, man. See, the problem with that is
my pay stub.
Oh, the problem with even that phrase being high value is just everyone's values are different. Just because you make a lot of money, you are maybe high value to a gold digger, yes, because she wants your money. Now, if you are someone that actually wants a genuine connection or wants a stable human being as a partner, just because you have a lot of money doesn't make you high value. Like, if you're a considerate, loyal person, that would make you high value. So all of these values that people are trying to peg each other with it's just idiotic, man. It's just fucking the whole ecosystem up.
And that's why I kind of fuck with Kevin Samuels, because he always say, he's like, just because you have money, you got the good clothes, you got the nice watches and stuff, that doesn't make you a high value man. It's like your character, it's your work ethic, it's how you treat people. It's like, it's how you treat, not only how you treat the CEO, but also how you treat the janitor on the floor.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things count. You know, that's why I'm a high value man, nigga. So.
I don't subscribe to none of. I am me.
Make me feel like a high value man. I'll tell you that right now. You see these shits?
You looking very studious. I see you. Look, you about to go to court.
I'm just me, a high value man. I'm telling you, it's some wild shit. It's some wild shit. Like, that whole community though, like, it just has. There is some good to it because, like, you know, and you know, take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Make sure that you know you're healthy. Make sure that you got your finances straight. Make sure that you understand your values so that people don't fuck with it, right? I get that. But then when you're trying to boil down women to a science, talking about, this is how they all act. This is their mating strategies. I'm like, I'm not going to hunt. I'm not. This is not the Sahara.
They treat them like real animals. Like, there are so many different facets of even just the location. A New York girl and a California girl is not the
two
same.
Different things. Yeah.
Like, you can't just pick one strategy and apply it across the board and think that a human is gonna just fall to your whim because you do these 4 things. Like, this shit's idiotic, man.
And half the time, the shit that they be like yelling at these chicks for, these motherfuckers do too.
Man, that's the worst part. Fucking bold-faced liars, bro. Bold-faced fucking liars.
Selling courses. No, I'm about to make a course.
Hey, listen. The phrase goes, those who can do, they do. Those who can't, they teach. So it's a lot of people that can't do some shit that's trying to teach other people how to do some shit. And it's all just selling you a dream. They want you to believe that if you listen to me and you follow what I tell you to do, you'll be successful. But meanwhile, that person is putting up a facade and lying and faking it till they make it and all kind of phony baloney ass shit that got people real fucked up in the head, man. The game is real fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's dumb. It's stupid. It makes for good content. It's entertaining in a lot of cases.
For sure.
But people, whenever you try to give people some like good information, there's always a scandalous shit that comes with it. And it's just like, now you lose sight of the mission. Now you see the dollar sign.
Right.
Now you see the profile. Now you see the numbers on the videos. Now you see
back the curtain.
Like, and then when that whole shit is like taken from under you because you made a stupid mistake, Like, you just got to take that L. But some people just don't know how to take them L's, man. They don't.
The one thing you say that fucks, like, once you build a community, that one time you either scam them or manipulate them or betray
or they
their
find
trust,
out you ain't shit. Yeah.
Right. Then everything you say, even if it's good information, useful information, everybody's like, nah, that nigga's on that bullshit. He just trying to lure you in. It's all weird. But I do agree that it's weird. There is a positive undertone to some of it. Like, it's telling men to be more confident.
Yeah.
You know, be more articulate, be more well put together and aspirational.
Respect yourself the same way you respect others.
Yeah, exactly. There's that undertone, but then on top of it, it's just like, hey, how many bitches can you get? How many?
You better fuck 150 bitches before you get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Who's nailing 150 chicks? You know how many STDs you coming out and nailing 150 chicks?
Bruh. It's wild out here. It is so wild, man. So, like I said,
most niggas can't even nail 5, so I don't even know what they worry about.
My thing is, if it's just about numbers, then you can either have quality or quantity. So you can nail 100, you could nail a bunch of chicks, but I'm sure some of them is not gonna be of your standard or quality. Like, it's just gonna be a lot of gross people in there that's just willing to give up the buns with no sort of concern, and that is just weird. Or you can nail a respectable amount or a normal amount of girls that you can still have a conversation with and that stimulate you mentally and that motivate you or inspire you to want better for yourself and all the positive things that come in the world.
If she gets pregnant, you're not sitting there mad as fuck every single
looking
day.
Stupid, like, why did I fuck her? Yup. Yeah, and that's
at least you know she has some qualities or something like that were to happen. Even if you two didn't stay together, you two could still, you know, raise the kid,
have a cordial relationship
in the best place that you can, because that's the problem with a lot of these motherfuckers, man. But
niggas just want to go for numbers, and you could put numbers on the board, but sure, if you take 100 shots, you're gonna make 20, 30. Like, it's not about numbers. It got to be about quality, like interpersonal quality, and then outward standards of your qualities. Like, so fellas, protect yourself. But it is what it is. I Hate It Here podcast, episode 13, back up in this biatch. It's your boy Russ.
And it's your boy Kev.
And yeah, more fuck shit for the week, my guy. It never, ever ends.
And this
apparently.
Shit is packed.
Stock docket this week. Stock docket. So,
oh my God, he said dance, bitch.
Do we believe I don't
No, we gotta do the hypothetical before we get into this shit. I think it said dance, bitch. Yo, I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
To recap, he's talking about Tory Lanez. They're in court right now over the Megan The Stallion shooting. And apparently, I'm not sure exactly who said he said this, but he said to Megan before he shot her, he told her to dance. Like, what kind of gangster
dance,
shit?
Bitch. Yo, that's some super villain shit, bro. Like,
me personally, I'm a headline ass nigga, so that headline had me on the floor, and frankly, I believe it. Frankly, I fucking believe it.
I don't like violence against women. I don't think a gun should ever been in that situation. But I ain't gonna lie. When I said to you, I was at my job and I was laughing like a motherfucker when I read that shit. I felt disgusted with myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm a little toxic. It's okay. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, yo, only thing I thought was like Speedy Gonzalez, because you know he mad small. And he's just like,
he ain't holding them guns.
He's a gun. He's like, dance, bitch. And then he just shoots the shit up.
It don't make no sense. I said,
God, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why I believe it, and you tell me why you don't. So, and then we'll get to the hypothetical and really get to the shits of the week. But I believe it because I feel like just the aura that I get from Tory is that he's a small dude. He's probably insecure about his height. He was balding for a long time. His teeth weren't that great. So now he's got a new hairline, new teeth. He's rich. He's got this little man syndrome where he's, talk shit to a lot of people. And it's just something about his ego that I feel like he would say this. He would say this, and he would do this. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he did it. I don't know. The thing is, though, the way that he was acting, I don't know if he would sit there, like, because he's been adamant that he's been innocent, right? And for somebody to sit here,
a lot of niggas in jail say they innocent. Okay,
that is true too. But like, I don't know. That's just somehow that's mad outrageous, bro. That's mad outrageous. That's mad outrageous. That's the one, because for me to be in the car with somebody, right? Like, first of all, they said he was mad drunk. And I'm like, for him to be mad drunk and then come up with that phrase to be like dance bitch and then shoot her. And then there's other like, you know, stuff around the case, like they're saying allegedly her and her friend were beefing because her friend was also fucking Tory.
Right.
And like her and the friend was fighting and then he was trying to protect one of them. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But like, to be honest with you, a lot of people gonna hate me for saying this. I don't know what the fuck happened. And like, I didn't want to really condemn him, but I'm like, you're gonna have to take some responsibility for this because you were caught with the weapon. So you have your hand in this and in some way or fashion. So like you're gonna have to like pay the price for it if you're involved. You know what I'm saying? But if we come to find out that he didn't do this shit, and then she was blowing smoke up everybody's asses, lying on this nigga, and this nigga lost endorsements, this nigga lost everything for his career. I mean, he still put out music, but everybody looked at him like, nah, fuck you.
He was a little blackballed. Like, people was looking at him like a lot of people was picking sides. So the baby seemingly picked the side, and then Megan and the baby went back.
But you see what type of person the baby is.
Again. That's why when you look at things in totality, like all of the things
he might, you know what? He might have done that shit. I ain't gonna lie. He might have said that shit. He might have said that shit.
Especially when you drunk and they fighting and you pull a gun. Either way, you had a gun. Like, admittedly, people have the right to carry guns and whatever, but you had a gun. It either you shot it or someone else shot it, but it got shot.
Yeah,
and it hurt her. So can't deny she got shot though. So TMZ got the pictures of the whole scars and the videos, and shit is just wild all around. Listen, man, ladies, protect yourself. Revolution. You really got to know somebody before you fucking head out and get drunk with them, man, because shit gets wild. But hypothetical time, you know what it is. Pick a number, my guy.
At least it wasn't her knees. It doesn't make her money.
She was back to twerking like in 2 weeks too, though. So I'm like, what the doctors do to you? Like, you get shot and you still.
I mean, if it didn't hit any major things and like, you know, she just stays off it, you know.
Hey, look, I ain't trying to find out. I'm not looking forward to getting shot in no part of my body. So, but yeah, let's fuck with these hypotheticals. What you
hypothetical?
Got? Let's see. Still got a long ass list, man. I feel like we ain't really dent this shit.
I mean, I don't know how we haven't been doing it for that long.
This is number 7. I numbered them. So this is number 7 on the list. And we had 170 on this. So yeah, we ain't really got too far.
111.
111 for your head top. Okay. Oh, this is dope. What kind of business would you start if you were given a chance? It's kind of hyper. Well, it just says if given a chance, which everyone is given a chance seemingly. So this is kind of blatant. Like, I would do this. I would make this a full-time business. If I had like 10K, I would get a designated studio, a studio space so we could shoot, get a editor, a social media person, and then we would just blow this shit up and talk shit professionally.
Yeah. If it wasn't this, it'd be a restaurant, because I really want to cook, man. Like, especially like having a restaurant that specializes in like low sodium recipes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because like, yo, I can't eat out. You know what I'm saying?
And you can, but it's just tough for you. It's real.
Yeah,
it's and like real particular.
And it's like, you know, like if it's not like a major restaurant like a Fridays or whatever, you can't really get the nutrition facts. So like I like going to like local spots because like their food be better, but it's like, you know, like for my girl's birthday, like we got Indian food, and like that's the first time since I had goat curry. But you know, I didn't eat the whole. Well, I would never be able to finish a whole meal anyway. But like I ate half of it, and you know, I had to chill. You know what I'm saying? I finished the rest of it the next day. So like being able to like make a whole bunch of food low sodium. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I can
dope.
serve low sodium lasagna. That shit still be fire. You know what I'm saying? I can do a whole bunch of things.
The best restaurants are really niche like that too. Like they cater to a particular people, but then it just blows up because it becomes that spot for that thing. Like if you got a good taco spot and you just make fire tacos, people will go to you for tacos, but even people who don't like tacos will hear about you enough from those other people that they want to come fuck with you. So
exactly. So I think I would definitely do like a low sodium restaurant.
I would say as a business major though, restaurants fail like 7 out of 10 times.
They do.
They don't stick around, like either because dirty kitchens or staff or
and that's the thing too, because like I would have to work like super hard to keep it going because the mission of it makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? But like the actual logistics of running it and stuff like that, because then it's like, you know, like you said, like me, I ain't gonna lie, that kitchen will be clean twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I gotta pay him to come do it, I'm like, there's no way. I've seen kitchen nightmares. I've seen the type of shit these people get into. I love that show so much.
It's scary.
When you go
to a restaurant and you got that shit in the back of your head, it make you just be like, you know what, I'll go home and eat a peanut butter and jelly because I don't want to think
some
about
of these places are fucking horrible. And that's why I'm kind of glad I don't eat out as much either, because I'm like, but like, nah, I do a low sodium restaurant. Definitely.
Yeah, that's dope. You ever seen that video of the I think he was like a delivery driver and he went to like a Popeyes. I think it was in DC. And he turned on the lights and you just see rats like they was running up the walls like Spider-Man, bro. Like rats all in the ventilation pipes. It was he ended up getting fired because he exposed them. Like, but then the city came in and shut the Popeyes down because they was like, yo, that shit's unacceptable. Fucking acceptable.
Yo, I don't understand how, as a business owner, right? Because one day, if I get enough money, I want to bring a Bojangles and the Zaxby's and the Krispy Kremes to Massachusetts, right? I don't know how, as a business owner, yo, you know, that's one thing I regret. When we was driving up from Georgia, that one time, like there was a Zaxby's in the town, but we ended up getting Olive Garden because she was like, I haven't had Olive Garden in a long time. But,
I've never eaten Olive Garden either.
What, nigga? Oh, nah. You need to stop playing. You need to stop playing around.
I've never eaten that Olive Garden. I've never had.
I make better food than them myself. Bojangles.
Never had that.
Oh my God.
Zaxby's never had that. And I think I had Krispy Kreme like in Pennsylvania one time. I think so. I can't remember.
They only make one type of donut, I think, for the most part.
But glaze is the favorite though. Glaze is fire. Like
I like glaze. I like chocolate glazed. Like I like Boston.
I fuck
cream.
with Boston cream. Yeah, Boston cream is good.
But like,
yeah,
man. Like I don't understand as a business owner how you gonna sit there and let your refrigerator, your kitchen, like you don't change the oil, you don't do this, that, and the third. Like crazy motherfucker.
You just know you don't eat it though. You'll feed it to other people, but you just know you don't eat it. Yeah. You tell your family and friends, yo, don't eat at my spot, bro. We don't give a fuck. Like, so nuts. It's fucked up. Other than that, if he wasn't doing this, I would open a movie theater. No. I would open like a multi-purpose club, and like Monday would be like the dance club because I've been listening to a lot of house music, bro. I miss when people used to like go out and dance. Like, remember that was a thing? Like, just go out and dance and just
now they just go out and shoot shit up.
Or stab motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
They don't go out to dance. No more,
and then like so like Monday
dance battles and shit.
Yeah, you got
niggas used to have fun. Niggas used to have
whole
fun
routines.
In the club.
Yeah. That shit's away. I miss that. So
now niggas just go in there just to grill each other and shit.
And just stand on a wall and pick out who to rob that night, yo. But anyway, try not to fuck this up. But on Monday, I would do like a dance night. So it'd be like dance, house music. Tuesday, I do like a hip hop night. And then Wednesday, I do like a comedy show. So like a comedian would come. Every night of the week would be like a different event. You could, you know, come and like do a baby shower there. Just like a multi-purpose space for social events that people just, I don't know, would want to come to or some shit like that.
That's dope. That is a dope.
Think
idea.
about that. I went through so many phases of trying to.
But with COVID, like, would people even go?
That's the.
I mean, I know people go now because like they don't want to be cooped inside.
Stuck
like
in
clubs are packed. Rolling Loud happened in California this past week.
I saw. They ain't give a shit.
Packed. You know what I'm saying? Like
cases is on the rise. Motherfuckers don't even care. Yeah. I thought it would have calmed down after the Travis Scott shit, but motherfuckers is like, nah, we outside.
At that too, I think.
At Rolling Loud, did you see they took him off Coachella? They took Travis off Coachella,
and he offered to pay to do it for free,
and they were like, nah.
Y'all hate how they canceling though. I'm hating how they canceling.
People died. There's no people died.
It wasn't his fault.
You the headliner. It's your festival. Culture has decided you're gonna pay for this. If anyone's gonna pay for this,
and I get he has some responsibility because
giving it to him.
It's his, but like, damn, bro, like they canceled his hard seltzer, they canceled all his shows, they canceled his shoes. I'm like, well, they postponed his shoes. Right. I'm like, fam, like this is way too much, bro. Like, nah, like, cause I think me and him are almost the same age. So it's like it's hard to see somebody like who's been so creative these years, who made a name for himself, become the juggernaut that he is, being true to himself like that. And then for like, don't get me wrong, this is a major event that happened.
Right.
All this shit happening. But
a little kid died. Like
they taking everything from him, like just like without even thinking about, okay, what about the other people who was there? Like they can still go back and do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he won't be able to do this shit for a while.
And I forget, man, I wish I could remember who said this, but what accountability does the crowd take on this? Like y'all all trampled each other too. So y'all was the one dancing on top of the ambulance when they was trying to get to people. Like a lot of people are to blame, but because his name on it and he's the biggest, he can stand to take the blow. Don't get me wrong. Like he's not hurting. Like
that's what he said too. Because and that's why like I give him mad respect, because when he did the interview, he's like, Charlamagne asked him like, how do you feel with everyone directing most of the band on you? He's like, well, you know what? I am the face of it. He's like, I can take that. You know what I'm saying? But what he wants to do is help. He's like, I can take that. That's my responsibility to take that. But he's like, but at the end of the day, like, I just want to be there for the families and all the victims. And I want to do everything that I can. And I'm like, when I hear somebody say that, and I'm looking at him and I can see that he feels this way for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, everything's just being... It just annoys me.
It's tough all around. It's tough all the way around. He's going to have to go through this for a while. He's going to have to... I don't even think they wanted him to do that interview with Charlamagne, because like I'm sure the lawsuits...
because it's too early. It's too early.
The lawsuits is piling up. The lawyers is like, yo, just be quiet. Let's figure this out in court.
But the way that he is being an introvert, it's killing him, bro. It's killing him.
What can he do? Like, what's done is done. Unless he sits in and try to pass blame to someone else, which is still gonna be, it looks bad. It's really nothing he could do but just lay low, bro. Lay low, be quiet. Don't start a charity. Keep trying to keep your name in good faith, because they are dragging that shit through the mud right now.
And watch your girl too.
Like, listen, the whole family, man.
I don't like the fact that every single time a rumor comes about one of these bitches fucking somebody, Drake is right there.
Hey, listen, like I said, certified lover boy.
He said in the song that never came out, I treat Kylie like a side chick. Another line, he was like, I got like a million Kylies. And I sat here and I was like, you know what? This nigga's a menace. They shouldn't even fuck with this
nigga. He's a menace. Kanye said it, like, if he don't like you, he's not gonna directly beef with you. He's gonna fuck your girl. He's gonna fuck all your girl's friends. He's gonna
say it subliminally. He's gonna make sure that you know.
This nigga's psychological, not even psychological, sexual warfare.
Yeah, but he gonna get killed like that. I tell you that right now.
Oh no, absolutely.
Somebody gonna put that. He gonna mess with the wrong chick one day. And then somebody gonna put them hammers on them, dog.
Yeah,
for real, they're gonna do it to him.
You see why he moved like that? He moved like a damn president, bro. He got like an armorcade, bulletproofed everything.
And he not even a street nigga, bro. Like he moved better than most street niggas move out here, bro. Like,
listen, when you know you're doing dirt, karma comes back around. You got to be ready to duck and weave. So Pusha T did the worst he could do to him, and that still didn't faze him. Like, what can be done?
This nigga had an R. Kelly sample on the album that she fucking survived that shit. This nigga was texting Billy.
On what?
This nigga was texting home. Was texting home.
From Stranger Things. Yeah.
He fucking escaped that. I'm like, yo, I don't know what type of voodoo he doing, but he's just he's working magic, bro. He just escapes everything.
There was a quick thread I read about how Drake is out here grooming chicks, so nothing sticks to the boy. October's very own gang.
That shit's wild to me, bro.
Nothing sticks to the boy, so I don't know. What can you do? Like he's apparently a nice guy, sweetheart. He just will fuck your girl behind your back. So
I mean, still, yes, but Kanye's sitting here swallowing his dick now. They did the whole Larry Hoover concert thing, and now it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And like,
they best friends.
Now they're buddy, they're best friends and shit. I'm like, this shit's disgusting.
It's all weird.
This shit is annoying. I hate all these rapper ass niggas.
Just on the note of the concert though, it was a beautiful concert though.
I didn't watch it.
It was an amazing show. Like,
if I knew that was his set list, I would have watched it.
The set list was crazy. Like it was every impactful moment from the original Kanye, not this Kanye, but the original. Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, Stronger, All of the Lights. Like it was every banger you know him from. It was done, and it was on like this hilltop, and they had like smoke machines. It looked like he was in heaven, bro. It looked like it just looked. It gave me chills, bro. I cannot deny this man's show is an amazing show. Ever since like he started doing that glow in the dark shit, like early on.
Yeah, the glow in the dark tour. That's the one I wish I went to the most.
It's incredible. It's
because he had Cudi on that tour. Like that shit was amazing. The other tour would be the Yeezus tour too. I almost went to that one because he had Kendrick Lamar on that one with the mountain.
That was when he was wearing the mask and shit all the time, like that, the studded crystal mask or whatever.
With the mountain and everything like that. But he had Kendrick on that tour. Like that would have been dope. But when I finally saw him, it was the St. Pablo tour, and he had the floating
which was
stage.
A good album. With again another dope idea. Like, but was he strapped to the stage?
Yes.
Okay, because I would think like this nigga
he had like a little harness on him that like
slide off the shit or jump off and. That'll be the end. But what's fucked up is he changed the lyrics of Runaway and was telling Kim,
she don't want your bitch ass no more. She going, listen, she's for the streets. She's out here. All of the lights are off.
Bars.
She's like, you can't tell me nothing. It all fell down, Kanye. That you can do. She told you to get with the program, but ain't no more late registration, dog. It's over.
No, she dropped out. Damn, I don't got him like you, but whatever. Yeah, but then after the show,
now you got to go back to them 808s with your heartbreak and get your shit together, bro. Like it makes no sense. You got to be stronger now.
Oh, damn. There's nothing he could do. It's fucked up because he changed the lyrics to Runaway. He's like,
she's running away.
It was like a prophecy this whole time. Like, so my thing is now, is on Gold Digger, is in 18 years, are we gonna find out those kids ain't his?
Nah, those are his kids, bro. I ain't gonna say that.
I'm just saying, because all this shit is coming to a weird
the thing is though,
prophecy now.
The reason why I don't think she cheated on him. She loved that nigga for real. She used her platform to protect this nigga every single time he had a mental breakdown in public. She didn't give a fuck what nobody said. She's like, yo, y'all need to forgive him. Please be patient with him. He's having a moment. She was there all steps of the way, bro.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. After the
She
MAGA shit,
she didn't care about none of the feedback that she was getting back from these motherfuckers.
Slavery is a choice shit.
She didn't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't care about that. But you know,
nigga, the day after the show, she filed for divorce. So she heard you say, please run back to me, and ran the other way. It's sad to watch, man, but
she's just another devil in a new dress, bro. It's okay.
Hey, fire. But what happens now? Because they say he's still with that model chick, and she's
that's
still
what I don't understand. He bullshitting.
Right. I feel like it's a publicity. It's the publicity. And again, that's why I feel like the free Larry Hoover, I put that in quotes, it's all for publicity, bro. It's
I looked into that Larry Hoover shit too, and I was like,
man,
that's a crazy ass story. And like, I'm all for people being reformed. And you know, if he really is reformed and he's been in there, like he got grandkids he's never seen and held, bro. So I'm like, I feel for him in that sense. So I'm like, if he's really reformed, let's give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? If he fucks it up, then he has to go back. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, for the shit that they say they got him on, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of that. The case
grant him a new trial, but yeah, that case is just deep, man. And when you get sentenced to 6 life sentences, bro, they don't ever want you out. They don't ever
just for talking
on these streets again.
Like the second time was all that was just for talking. For the second time around, the first time was like, you know, whatever. We're not gonna talk about it, but like he did some wild shit. Some deep but the shit, second time was just because he was on the phone saying shit, and you know they record everything, so they was like, take that
just as serious. They realize he has a lot of, or he either has or had a lot of influence over people. Like the whole gang culture at that time was him. Like there's no bigger name in that culture than Larry Hoover. It shook up Chicago in the worst way. And people is either trying to make it something different now. And his son even talked to him and said, like, you know, this concert, don't do it in my name. You know, he wasn't comfortable with it because, again, it's showing how much influence he still has. And the worst thing,
it makes him look bad because even the FBI was like, "What the fuck y'all niggas doing?"
Word,
they was like, "You fucking kidding me?"
Looking at
Have you seen the facts of the case, my nigga? They was like, "Have you seen the facts?" Even they had to pull my nigga on these niggas, though. You seen the facts of the case, my nigga? Like this ain't no sweet.
Just a lot.
And like I said, everyone should have a chance to be rehabilitated. I think, you know, like obviously the prison system in America is trash. We all know this. There's no real rehabilitation. It's just like slavery. It's modern day slavery. We all know this.
Absolutely.
But like in a fair world, in a fairer country, they should be able to get the chance to be rehabilitated. If they can't stick to the new rules, they just go back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. At some point, you do have to forfeit your freedom if you're just not going to do right.
If you can't be a productive citizen in society, then there's no other way other than a death penalty than to just put you back in the box. But they're not. And I hate to be the negative ass nigga about it, but they're not freeing that man just because some rappers said so. Like, who the fuck? This is why I think it's all publicity and ego by Kanye, because who the fuck do you think you are that you would free this man from 6 life sentences? Like, Kanye's you think you a god. You really think you are God now. Like, your ego is,
I am a god. That's what he said.
Man, like, even I understand your ambition, you feel high and mighty and you got these ideas, but reality is still reality and society is still society. So you just can't team up with another huge rapper and say free this guy and expect what? Like, it just feels all like a clout chase for Kanye, and it sucks that they use this man's name for that shit and made merch and all kind of shit and made it.
And
trendy.
the money's not even going to any type of organization that helps with
nothing.
So it's like, to look at like Drake and Kanye are just two big fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Frauds at this point. I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
A little bit. I mean, it's self-serving. They did it in this guy's name, but for themselves, because now Amazon Prime is putting out a documentary not about Larry Hoover, but about the concert.
Yeah.
So it's literally just Drake and Kanye hanging out, preparing this concert, and then they showing clips of the show. So it's not, his name is all on it, but it's not about him. And it's just like, where's the money going? And those tickets was wow. Those tickets, I saw tickets for 3,000 up in the damn nosebleed. So you get two of the biggest people together, they make a bunch of merch, make a bunch of money, and where's that money going? You know, is it gonna get him a new lawyer? Are they gonna pay off the judge now? Like,
it's just playing the hype, bro. Just playing the hype, and it's not a good situation. It's
fucked up. It's fucked up. So,
and speaking of frauds,
yikes,
fam, YouTube has been on fucking fire. As y'all know, like, we were starting to talk about this red pill because we was talking about a story. Fresh and Fit once again are back in the fucking headlines, and they are fucking up the game.
It's got to be like strike 6 for these niggas, because every month they seemingly get exposed.
Either today, well, today's Wednesday, so this is when we're recording it. So they got till Friday. So this is what happened, right? The nigga went on the podcast. I'm not going to name him, but he's the light-skinned one, the tall light-skinned one. Myron. Fuck it, I'm going to say I don't give a fuck these niggas.
I don't know the difference between these niggas, honestly. But I just say their whole name because I'm talking about them. I don't know which one is which. Or
Fresh is the one that's talking about he got 1,000 bodies. He's the dark, like he's the short, dark skinned one that always sits on the right side of the screen. And Myron Gaines is the other one that sits on the left side of the screen. And he's supposed to be the fit one because he works out or whatever. And Fresh is supposed to be Fresh, even though he out here simping for hoes. But that's a whole different thing, right? So like, basically Myron went on there, was like, yo, y'all want to talk shit? Y'all want to critique us? Fuck that. We ain't going to say nothing to y'all. We ain't gonna give you no oxygen. We gonna hit you where it hurts, your pockets.
Pockets.
They hit mad small channels with copyright strikes.
So basically, anybody who talked about anything they ever did, or even mentioned them, or used any clips from any of their videos, they basically copyright striked their videos on YouTube. And for a lot of creators, that is their bread and butter. You know, you make videos, you get ads, you get subs, and that's how you make money. So across the board, they hit Abba and Preach, Spencer Cornelia, the Playback Channel,
the lead attorney,
just
this
anyone
named Night Talk,
anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
They just basically said, oh, since you want to talk about us. But then meanwhile, they did the same thing to other people. You know, you use someone's video, you give commentary, you react to it. It's a whole brand on YouTube as reaction videos.
And so like, the crazy part is, like, they did it because they were mad that everybody was talking shit about them. But I'm like, you're getting exposed, my guy. Like,
right.
Your whole thing is built on controversy. So now that your whole thing is built on, this is what the Poor Man's podcast said, which is true. You built your whole shit on controversy. Now that you getting your fame off it, now you want to act like a little bitch. And now you want to be like, no, y'all can't say nothing. Right? And they be like, oh, Kevin Samuels strike shit down. And Kevin Samuels have to come out and be like, wait a minute, my nigga. Like,
don't throw me in this.
Phone.
Yeah.
I only do it when they take my whole stream and put up on there. He's like, ain't nobody, you don't know what? Ain't nobody tell me about being critiqued and being reacted to on YouTube. I'm that nigga. There's $1 million industry of reaction towards me. He's like, I have no fucking problem with being reacted to. That is fair use. Is the name of the game. But when somebody takes my whole stream, and doesn't comment on it, just plays the whole thing, yeah, I'm gonna strike you down. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like for you
it's
to
like
sit
bootlegging.
here, they hit Abba and Preach with 20 of them.
Just any video they ever would mention.
And after 3, you get your channel deleted.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the funniest shit. So YouTube sent a email basically to, like, I think it was the lead attorney got one, Spencer Cornelia, and a couple other people. Like, they were kind of a little bit bigger because they had like bigger, more subscriber numbers or whatever. A couple of the small ones wasn't able to get rid of it, so they still got strikes. But I think in the long run, YouTube will probably remove these strikes because of the situation. So what happens is they told Albert and Preach, they had a whole conversation with the paralegal that's doing their bullshit. They was like, yo,
hold on, let's stop there too, because you're basically abusing a system on YouTube, and you get a paralegal to fight the fight for you. Like, you don't even get a lawyer. You get someone, not to knock any paralegal. I'm sure it's a great career, and you know.
Well, no, I mean, they hired a lawyer's office, but the paralegal was the one doing all of the responding and back and forth and shit.
How serious are you if you get the paralegal to do the shooting for you? Get your lawyer to send a cease and desist. Be serious about it. Like that. It just goes to show you cannot take it seriously, man. These guys.
The lead attorney was like, yo, this bitch not only doubled down, she tripled down. Because they basically told her, they was like, listen, we see these claims, but we think they're fraudulent. So they was like, listen, this is what you can do. Just rescind them, and then we just go about our business.
And we'll just call it a day. Yeah.
And she was like, fuck that. She was like, fuck that. These niggas, she's like, you see these timestamps right here? She's like, they were using this, and the timestamps are all wrong. And they were like, again, if you just remove these strikes, everyone can move on and you won't be terminated. And she was like, fuck that. Yo, the lead attorney was cracking me up because he was like, yo, I don't know who this paralegal is, but I think she's definitely a woman, which means that we got a mole here. And she said, yo, y'all won't talk shit about women? I'm taking this whole shit down right now. Oh my
God.
So like the whole thing is like, if they don't retract it within 7 days, they get their channel deleted. Now, here's the thing. If you're on YouTube, you're getting content, you're making money, good for you. I don't think you should be removed from the platform, unless you're doing some.
Unless you do some, yeah, exactly. But what happens is these guys found a loophole by saying you guys are using our content just because people are reacting to the literal fraud shit they're saying. So they promote being a high value man, alpha man, quote unquote. But then you got your dude over here that's literally paying girls and to be on the pod. It's like, hey, let me sleep with you. It's like doing real creep shit. So every time they get exposed for that, people make a video like, hey, look at these frauds, look at these scammers. Yeah. And then they go and they flag the video because they don't want to further be exposed. It's like, it doesn't work that way.
And people are saying they do a lot of shit that's against the terms of service on YouTube. Listen. If they're here by Saturday, I'll be fucking surprised because YouTube's like, you got 7 days.
They will be. I'm sure it will get resolved one way or the other because they still have a fan base and they still have
500,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot to lose for any creator. So they'll either resend them and then be like, listen, they'll make up some bullshit to make themselves seem like, yo, we didn't want to go to court. These guys aren't worth it kind of shit. I can already see how it's playing out, but it's just fraud shit. Furthermore, that's why, again, this whole red pill, high value alpha bullshit is a fraud. Like, these guys are out here perpetrating, like, again, they're talking about taking care of yourself, being in shape, which is all good, which you should be. That's excellent. But under that, or even above that, is just fake fraud shit. You faking it. You're not getting these girls because of who you are. You're paying them, or you're promoting them, and you're trying to sleep with them just so they can come on your show. Like, you are a clown, bro. It's all fraud shit. Like, quit with the labels and all the standards and just be a fucking human, man. Like, there's not a lot of humans left in this world.
I'm a high value human.
Oh my God. Just be a real person. Like
that shit's nuts, bro. Like, and this goes to thing, like, if you're gonna be a content creator, you have to know what you're doing. If you know that you're positioning yourself a certain way, you cannot be angry with it with whatever reaction you get back. Like, you set yourself up to be built on, if you set yourself up to be built on bullshit and like controversy and like shit like this is what you're gonna breed. Drama is what you're gonna breed.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, unsafeness, I don't know if that's a word, but I made it a word. It's what you're going to breed. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these this typical energy, low hanging fruit energy, like you kicking girls out every single thing. Like, a girl put out the blicky on fucking academics last week.
Which like, she's saying she didn't, but
nigga, I wouldn't be mad at her. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If she did, I wouldn't even blame her, because Ack was talking wild, bro. Like, she was leaving in peace. So he was like, "Oh, you had a child out of wedlock," and it's just. And then when he told her, it's like, "Yo, for what you say to me, I can have a bitch beat you up right now." I'm like, "Yo, Ack, you ain't a gangster, bro." And plus, he don't talk to dudes like that. He talked to Freddie Gibbs like that, but that's a whole different situation.
You realize a lot of this, at least that's what I'm feeling, is like an undertone of all these alpha high value men. They low-key just hate women, bro. They low-key just want to feel powerful over women. So they disrespect them on a level that they won't disrespect another guy. You wouldn't say to a man, "Oh, you had a child out of wedlock." Niggas is out here having they having 6, 7 baby mamas. No one said that shit ever, but because this is
trying to get back to her kid to make him go to school the next day.
Which is fucked up.
Bro, she's saying thank you. This is what she was saying. Thank you to everybody in the room. This was a lot of fun. She never knew this would be this much fun.
Yep.
She got a piece, and the academic stuff. So when she started going off on him, I'm like, yo, I can't even fucking be mad, because I'm like, fam, like, you didn't need to say that. You could have let her leave.
None of that.
But you know, if he sees that moment to where he could start some shit because he wants the clicks, he wants the views, he knows that's what sells. But
there you go.
First of all, he got to be fucking kidding, because now he got Troy Ave on the shit.
Yeah. All right. Did that come out yet? I just seen that clip he posted.
I listened to it on Spotify, because there's actually video on Spotify.
Oh, of the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
So his is a little different. Like, he has to deal with Spotify. So I don't know what they did. So basically, when you play his on Spotify, you see the whole video playing at the same time. But he had like Troy Ave on there, and like, you know, this nigga just he's moving like he's a street nigga, but
mobster, yeah. That's that facade. You gotta, if that's your bread and butter, you gotta keep that facade up. But real quick, just to go back to the girl pulling the gun, or quote unquote pulling the gun. She says she had a gun, but she didn't pull it. And I don't think she pulled it either. I just think that they knew that that would be a even spicier headline or even spicier video to say, "Oh,
she went to go reach for it at least."
Who knows the truth? Again, when you start fraud shit or you start fake shit, everything you say and do after that is like, we don't know what the real is no more. Or at least people paying attention be like, nah, these niggas like to throw some spice on some shit. But again, that's how I feel with Troy Ave. If you watch Troy Ave trajectory in New York, he was just a cool guy rapper. And then it switched over to talking about flipping cane and serving rocks. And
well, he said he really did that shit, but I don't know.
I mean, no one really knows. But if that's your gimmick and your whole, he made about 4 or 5 mixtapes about serving cocaine, and it's like, bro, we saw you come up when you was broke, trying to be on the Breakfast Club and standing outside hanging out mixtapes and stuff. So it's
he was grinding. That is true.
But say that though.
It gets overshadowed by the bullshit.
But you could easily just say that, be like, listen, I came up in this game a long time. I've really been outside. I've been a man since. You could just be a man. You don't gotta be a gangster. Like that's. I feel like that's
also black men is kind of hard
because mentality.
if you're not a gangster, you a lame. And I'm like, listen, I'm lame as fuck, bro. And I'm telling you, I
Man,
live a good life.
Real talk.
Like I might have had like, listen, I don't think every black man deals with certain things that are shared amongst all of us. Some of us grow up without fathers. Some of us don't really live in like the best places. Some of us don't really get to have the resources. But we're not a monolith. It's not like we all have to be this tough gangster shit all the time.
That shit is old. Because especially now, it's like you can just be a man. Like that's the thing now too. Just be a man. Like you see J. Cole, he's not a gangster. He's not even Kendrick. He grew up around that. He tell you like my family was this, but I'm not out here toting guns in my video. I'm not telling you to go shoot that man if he disagree with you. You could just be a man and stand on your principles. You don't have to facilitate any gang or violent culture to just be who you are, man.
And that's the thing with academics too, because like he plays that I'm just being a man card a lot. And I'm like, you better shut the fuck up and just be media and not do this shit.
That's where he fucks up, because he plays that I'm just a man to people that play I'm just a gangster.
Yeah.
And they don't want to hear that I'm just a man when they're just a gangster. So that's why I respect on $1 million worth of game. Gillian Wallow was trying to explain that to him like over and over. You could see they're like, listen, this is what it is to people who play that game. Like you're not
from that, bro. You're not supposed to be doing it. If you want to be the media guy, be the media guy and just learn your fucking role. Like, let that shit for them
understand
out in there. Let them deal with the rules that they deal with. You live by the rules that you deal with. Don't you now try to bring that energy and think just because you can play the media card that you like. No. If you want to sit here rah on their rules, guess what? They will rah with you back.
Right. And the way they rah is different than the way you rah, because they'll shoot your crib up. And you'll go online and post about it, but
nigga be flexing on Rory's because allegedly Rory ran over there and did the shit and
put a note in his mailbox. But that to me just showed me how scared you were, though, because now that you know that they know where you live, you took it to a whole. It was like when someone is like, "Hold me back," and then they try to fight more. It's like you. I don't know. That whole situation was weird to me. Like there was no threats of violence.
I love Rory and Maul. Like I love all these niggas, but this shit's getting weird, man. It's like everybody
just podcast beef. Podcast beef.
I don't want no beef. I don't want none of it. I don't want academics sit here talking about the motherfuckers on the I Hate It Here podcast. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas broke. Y'all niggas this. Y'all niggas that. I'm like,
you could talk about me. You could talk about me. I'm gonna enjoy all them clicks and all them because I don't live. I live a real life. Like I'm a human being. So people who make content creation their personality, every moment has to be content to them. Everything has to be either some sort of viral moment or something that they can make a spectacle out of. And I just don't live like that. Like I'm just, I'm gonna go up the street, get a beef patty, just come back and drink a lemonade. Like, like this shit is fun to do and talking shit, but it's not my personality. It's not my end all be all to my life. So shit's just weird, man.
Just live your life, man. Live your
real talk, man. Real talk. And everybody is caught up in some bullshit. So,
and then speaking of living life, Betty White about to be 100 next month.
Nigga. Another beautiful white queen. Can we get a round? I wish we had a round of applause button, man.
Yo, she's mad unproblematic, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And she's been
never.
She's been like, yo, it's kind of weird to like see people live to be 100, bro. Cause like,
it's dope.
You know how much shit you have to see in your life.
That's dope. And it's funny.
Years?
It's funny you bring that up. So I got this list, right? Betty White is older than the things on this list. So I'm about to name some shit on this list and understand Betty White is older than these things. So number 1 on the list is sliced bread. She's older than sliced bread. Understand that. Sliced bread didn't come out until 1928. You know, you go to a grocery store, you buy a loaf of bread, it's already sliced up. You could just grab 2 pieces, make a sandwich.
Yeah.
She was born in 1922. Sliced bread didn't come out until 1928. She's 6 years older than sliced bread, my nigga. She used to take a whole loaf of bread and cut it herself. Can you fucking imagine that?
Oh man, the only bread I'm cutting is like French bread because they don't cut that.
Right, shit. When it's in the whole loaf. All right, but number 2, tape.
Man, stop
tape, my nigga. No, I'm not. No, look at this shit. I got a tape on my desk right now. Tape. She's older than tape. Adhesive tape. That's in every office across this world. She's older than tape. She's 3 years older than tape.
That is insane.
It's crazy.
Fam, she's seen all. Wow, you know what's crazy? It just hit me. She's seen all the technological advances.
Facts. Imagine what FaceTime does to her. Like FaceTime. FaceTime is still fairly new. Like in our generation, she can look at us this square and talk and see someone from another country, my nigga. Can you
back to the day when she had oh yeah, that's wild.
She was to talk to someone across the country, you had to write a letter, put it in a mailbox, wait for that fucking letter to go all the way around the world, hope that they got it, and hope that they write you back so in 6 more months you get a letter. Like that's fucking crazy. Insane, I'm gonna speed run these, but number 3, television. She's older than television, not just black and white television, the whole fucking idea of television. Number 4, frozen food. She's older than fucking putting shit in the freezer, nigga.
Oh, that's wild.
This shit is insane. She's number 5, the cheeseburger. She's older than a fucking cheese. She's older than the putting meat in a bun with cheese, nigga. Like, how the fuck are you that old? Number 6, sunglasses. She was
Yo, this list is nuts. This list is nuts. No, this list is nuts. Yo, you know how basic these things are to our regular every single day life?
I can go in a gas station right now and get a pair of sunglasses for $4. She's older than sunglasses. Number 7, bubble gum. Bubble gum, nigga. Number 8, a ballpoint pen. A pen, nigga. A regular basic big pen that we use every day and throw away and use and fucking run out of ink.
And now we have touch screens with the fucking...
When do I ever even have to write anything unless I'm signing a receipt at a restaurant or some shit? Like,
that's insane.
Number 9, and this one kind of scared me. Penicillin. This is a fucking basic ass medicine that they give you for any sort of fucking infection, surgery, whatever. Penicillin, nigga. Like, it's to the point where back in the day, people would just drop like flies because they didn't have basic medicine. They didn't have basic little shit. So she survived that. And then all of the bullshit that came after: wars, fucking pandemic, fucking smallpox, mad cow disease, all of them shits, nigga.
Damn, that's wild as shit.
And then the last one is the aerosol can, which basically is like hairspray, Febreze, air freshener. Any sprayable can is basically a aerosol can. Like,
dude, if I lived to be 100, like that shit would be fucking fire. But it'd be mad stressful too.
Her birthday is coming up in January. I hope they protect her, put her in a fucking bubble. 100, you live for a whole century. You done seen so much shit, man. She needs a biopic, bro.
No, she do. Nigga, they found this. There's some wild shit I saw. They found this like jellyfish in like the midnight zone of the ocean, which is like 3,500 feet below sea level.
Where it's like super dark, right?
This shit is midnight 33 zone? Feet long.
A jellyfish?
Yes.
Hold on, let me Google this shit.
My nigga, listen, I just need to know what the fuck the ocean is. I just need to understand.
We'll never know, bro. We will never know.
No, I need to know immediately. I need to know expeditiously what is in the contents of this liquid that is art.
They say it's just water, but when you get down that low and it's that dark, certain shit, most shit can't live without sunlight. Sunlight feeds everything. So when you get down in the ocean and the sunlight don't even penetrate that deep, you know whatever is fucking living down there is on some diabolical shit, bro. On some pure insanity level bullshit.
And it's warmer. I don't know what heat does to make things even bigger. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Heat makes things expand. So when you see
that must
like
be it then. Yeah.
It's cold that shrinks shit. So when you get real cold, you start pruning up and shit. You get real tight and you can't move. But heat makes shit expand. So especially when you got a source of nutrition or something for food, like what the fuck is it eating?
33 feet long, bro. I was like, yo, that shit's nuts, bro. I was like, that shit scares me. The ocean scares me. It scares the shit out of me. Every single time I think about it, I get chills down my spine. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm fucking done.
Would you rather like know all the mysteries of space or know all the mysteries of the ocean?
Shit.
I mean, because space is infinite. We don't know space.
I feel like
ever
space
expanding.
Because if I can figure out how to communicate, I go someplace else.
Well, communication don't mean you could get there. You know, it take fucking years just to get to the next country. My girl said
she saw a UFO today.
She saw it. Yo, I'm on a UFO Reddit page and a lot more shit's been popping up, bro. This shit just seems common now.
It's like 4 dots in like a formation above like the water near like the seaport. They just stayed there. And then they just disappeared. Ain't no airplanes. Ain't nothing there. Just 4 lights. Just chilling.
In formation too. Like not just scattered. Hey, like I said, bro, I feel like aliens come to Earth on field trips.
Yo, they need to let me know. Because if they got technology to help me fix this health shit, bro, I'm like, whatever you need me to do, I'll murk niggas if you need me to. I don't care.
They like, come here and they're like, look, children, look at the humans living in their tall buildings.
Look at these little animals
driving in these square box things. They don't even know that they can travel through space and time.
Yeah, instantly. We the space niggas.
Hey, I'm cool with that. Space is dope. I fuck with space more than the ocean because it seemed like everything in the ocean just want to kill you.
Yeah, like the ocean's mad wild. I can never. I think I definitely choose space over that.
Wait, how did they find this jellyfish though?
They sent a drone down there.
Facts. This is why we need to start. I feel like Elon Musk is right. We need to start fusing with machines so we can live longer, bro. I'm with that.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm wholeheartedly with that. They need to start, like, if you go to war and you lose an arm and leg, they should give you a fucking robotic arm, bro. Like, why are we not investing in humanity? Like, we go into space and
war makes way more money.
But we could go to war better if we got superhumans. Like,
you would think they would decimate the world. You ever see all these animes where these niggas just have these like some type of advantage and shit? Like they always end up decimating the world, bro. Every single time, yo, I think about like My Hero Academia. You know how much it would suck to live in that world every fucking day, bro. You just look at Marvel. You know how much it would suck to have Iron Man flying around here every single day, Batman doing some wild shit at night, dog. All this shit would be nuts, bro.
What they don't talk about, especially with Iron Man, is when he come through and blow up a whole town fighting the Hulk. Like, that's people's homes and lives and They never talk about the rebuilding after they just destroy a whole city. Like, shit is insane, man. But speaking of destruction, just wanted to get to some true fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big tornado that whipped through is this the Midwest or I don't know Kentucky? Which area. Yeah, so it's like Kentucky, Illinois, just that whole region of the country, and it was just bad, bro. It tore up the whole town, tore up the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
But our favorite billionaire, Jeff Bezos, there was a Amazon warehouse out there, and they knew the tornado was coming. There was tornado warnings, and he told people, if you don't come to work, you fired. So people went to work, and then when they got there, the tornado and shit happened. They wouldn't let them leave. So just looking at the fucking list now, like 6 people died just trying to get out of the area of that warehouse. And then a couple days later, motherfucker bought a warehouse like down the way and was like, okay, now go there to work. And meanwhile, niggas is still dead in the warehouse from a couple days ago. Like this man is a super villain.
This nigga is a problem.
This nigga is Lex Luthor out here, bro.
He looks
They got texts from this one guy in the warehouse, like texting his wife or his girlfriend, like, listen, honey, I love you. They won't let us leave, blah, blah, blah. And like,
nah, you gotta close that shit down, bro. That's why I don't want to move anywhere, because everywhere got their bullshit. I'm good with the snow and the cold. I'm good.
Right.
Maybe I got the ocean, but like I can run from Godzilla. That's fine. But like,
no earthquakes, no tornadoes,
none of that shit, bro. None of that.
I'll deal with the snow too. Be snowed in for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But like, crazy, man. Tornadoes, like I heard, like there was like kids that died on the street or whatever. It was like 7 of them. And it's just like, fam, like you think about these companies, and we've always say this, like they're just scumbags at this point.
They don't give a fuck, man. They know they can replace you.
And that's exactly why you should call out. That's exactly why you use your PTO.
Facts. I'm about to enjoy this real quick vacation before the vacation. And it's just insane, man. Like, what is there a billionaire that people like?
No.
Like, do you have to do fucked up shit to become a billionaire?
I mean, I think they're like Elon Musk.
I mean, it's a lot of people going at his neck too with the whole Tesla shit and chips,
cars
and
blowing up in fucking people's garages. Like
just insane. And
I don't think there is.
Can you become a billionaire?
I would like to say Bill Gates, but like,
no way. He be testing shit in Africa, and they hate that nigga. As soon as the vaccine came out, they were like, listen, Bill Gates.
Oprah.
Okay. Oprah, she seemingly is clean. I mean, but I think she's involved with the Jeffrey Epstein shit in some kind of way. She might have been.
No, that's not Epstein, the other one.
Oh no, Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein, yeah. So I feel like you can't get to $1 billion without just being a dirty motherfucker. Yeah.
I think about that sometimes, bro. And like, I can understand. I feel like the thing is, I feel like the ones that are good, you don't hear from them because they're too busy doing what they need to do.
Right. Millionaire, you could stumble upon $1 million. You got a good enough idea and people fuck with it. But it just seemed like you cannot hit that B unless you done killed a motherfucker or some shit. So
nah, it's wild. These billionaires, they live in a totally different game than we do. They're playing at a whole different level. Cause like when you got to worry about your food, your bills,
none of those basic issues.
You cannot run out of money.
And your grandkids just cycling. Will never,
like, yo, dude, whatever happens, if this money stays in the family, nobody's ever broke again. No matter how many kids they have, how they stretch it apart, they are never going to run out of money.
Even crazier, his now ex-wife, she got long money. So just being married to him or connected to him, no one in her family will ever go broke again. Like, it's a weird it's a weird kind of concept. Just as someone who fucking works for a living, like,
I hate that shit so much.
What if
I hate that shit so much. I want to retire tomorrow. Like, I be hating this shit so much. I be sitting there, I'm like, why am I doing this still?
Nigga,
I should have just sold bricks and called it a day. Like,
just think like everything you ever wanted, you could have. Yeah. And not even like shit that exists. You can create shit.
Yeah.
Just to exist for you.
Yeah.
Where you can tell people like, hey, you got that car? Take the doors off that car, put the trunk in the back, put a jet engine on. You can just make shit happen.
Yes.
For the fucking sake
of
it.
You're like a fucking kid. But Legos all over again.
It's just like, what can I make? What can I do? Now these niggas is going to space and playing spaceman and shit. It's just all fucking insane. I fucking hate it here, man.
This nigga said, go back to work. He said, dance, bitch.
Listen, I'm following the details of that case.
Nah, for sure we have to, because we need to know the truth. We need to know the truth.
Real. By now, it's about that time. So we'll see what happens. It is what it is. I Hate It Here podcast, episode 13. It's your boy Russ.
And it's your boy Kev.
And we are out.